I'm bringing paper from the first to the first. They count me out.
From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The excitement brewing here in South Florida as a moment ago the Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with the Green Bay Packers. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Well, this defense for the Packers, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright. Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
They fake the handoff, now Tua. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
No running room for Zeke on first down as he'll maybe get a yard out of that.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On second down, Elliott once more. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And that is no good.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
Good field position to start the drive after the missed field goal. Here's first down from the 42. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And got his man complete. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. It's a big play there for Green Bay.
They started this drive with terrific field position, and it's going to get even better after that play. Had great options with where they started, so they decided to press their advantage, and it paid off.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On play action, now Rodgers. And it's a Packers touchdown. A.J. Dillon, his second touchdown on the season. And the Packers have taken the early lead. Now the try here for the point after. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers.
Makes the score Packers 7, Dolphins 0.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Get a little closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Elliott, toss right. Only a yard on the gain there, and that'll set up 3rd and 13.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll get this to Elliott. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. The give is to Elliott. And he stopped immediately there.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Play action, now it's Tua. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over. Mike's 50.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
I got 86. Let's go.
Dolphins, nothing.
Here's Aaron Sipos out now to punt on 4th down. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A big play that time through the air. 38 yards. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you, all right? So if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
Elliott going to get it again on 2nd down. An agile move, but not a huge gain. Dropped at the 25. They follow up the 1st down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. This will be their first trip to the red zone. They've got it 1st and goal to go. Now Elliott. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air. His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. He's got his tight end long. Touchdown, Miami. Hunter Long, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. A big play there on the catch and run. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. Touchdown, Packers. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Packers have taken the lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7.
14, Dolphins 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken in at the 3. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, but their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Well, we know he's an electric runner. Earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to bottle him up at different levels. That was your suggestion. Some mixed results.
Yeah, certainly, because we have seen him bottled up at times. We've seen him play him very well. We've also seen him pop the cork a few times and get out of there, haven't we?
We have indeed. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. On play action, here's Tua. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game. Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. He's got a man complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Rodgers. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now 1st and goal, expect them to tackle right here on this play.
They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Off the option, it's Jones. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. From back at the 3 now. This is 3rd and goal. Now Rodgers. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
And this one is right through. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Tua, the final shot before half. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers out on top. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. Takes it at the 7. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get... those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
On second down, it's Jones. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. Rodgers tapping this forward on the jet sweep. Oh, some strong running. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting touchdown, Packers. Marquez Valdez-Scantling with his second touchdown of the game, fourth of the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. The extra point by Sly is up and good, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now...
And it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14.
Pick, baby, all day.
So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Jones. Down to the 25. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers. And that's complete to Cooks. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
On 2nd and goal, Rodgers. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. And they finally put an end to this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. Always fun to watch a big boy pick it up and go. He may need a little oxygen on it. He may need a lot of oxygen on the sideline.
Not only that, how about you and me trying to balance our...
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. So crisis averted, but now facing 3rd and goal. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Rodgers. This one swung out here to Jones. Touchdown! 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers take advantage of the field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dane Cruikshank. And the Packers are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Throwing to start the drive. Rodgers. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. When we see another great performance like this out of Aaron Rodgers, you have to chuckle thinking that his only FBS offer was a walk-on at Illinois.
And now he's the pride of Butte Junior College, of course at Cal. And I remember watching him play at Cal, and he would run 7-on-7 drills. Angry if the ball ever hit the ground, and he didn't do it very often.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
He was brought down at the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Aaron Rodgers on fire, his 5th touchdown pass of the ball game. And the Packers are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign. And you wonder now if he might be able to remove the helmet, put on the baseball cap, and watch the rest of this one from the sideline. His 5th touchdown pass of the game.
Say that again. Did you say 5th touchdown pass of the game?
Yes, sir.
Boy, that's a heck of a performance, isn't it? Because they've had no answer for him at all game long. Receivers have been open constantly, and he hasn't missed a single one of them.
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and the lead is now 24. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. They'll roll him out right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle, 83 yards. And the Dolphins are able to draw a bit closer. But as he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flush from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives and a 2-score lead. I think here now you go conservative, right? Run the football, work the clock.
You know, I usually agree with you, but I'm going after them right here. I want to put this bad boy away. I wouldn't be afraid to throw it. They've got all the confidence, all the momentum on their side. Go ahead and take your dagger shots and try and finish this one off.
I disagree vehemently. I say run the football. You've got the lead.
Well, let's watch it and find out who's right.
Off the option, it's Jones. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you?
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game. So hold on here, not done in the 4th. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They trail by 2 scores in the 4th, and their defense did its job getting the fumble recovery. And time to see what this offense has left in the tank. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that is incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple. Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get them much at all.
No, not at all. And that leaves them with 3rd and long, which means you got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player with a play that he likes to run best.
Dolphins on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Able to find Shaheen, the tight end. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
They're down 2 scores, and they need a quick one to try and get back into this one. That was one way to try and get it done. Unsuccessful in the attempt, but they have no choice but to keep trying.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 46 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Again, it's Elliott. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. Tua to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Elliott. And they'll rally and stop him short of the first down at about the 6. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they've rallied and made the tackle.
A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. Tagovailoa. And this is caught down for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Well, they knew a lot of steps had to happen here. They got got step one, the touchdown. You need a 2-point conversion here, don't you?
You do, and as you continue to look ahead, if they're able to get that, somehow get the ball back and get another score, they have to go for 2 again. That's why teams are practicing multiple 2-point plays.
We saw that Super Bowl 51 with the Patriots getting a pair of big 2-point conversions. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up complete. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Rodgers throwing here. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A big connection on that one. 36 yards.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush. A lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Back to throw, Rodgers. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. They couldn't contain Deshaun Hand that time as he gets home for the sack. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. Rodgers to throw. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Packers, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll return home next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date.
I'm ready for more. You fired up, I'm fired up. Don't run from rap. 1, 2, 3. Hey. I'm ready for more. Tell them I'm ready for more. Game time. I'm ready for war. Tell them I'm ready for war. I just got 20, I'm running on empty. This mobile that came from my money is silly. I feel it envy, not trying to be friendly. It is what it is, if you want me, come get me. Whenever you ready, no, I keep it steady. Yeah, I get the W, throw the confetti. Please do not tempt me, don't hold it against me. We about that action, don't ever forget it. Why the gorillas, the army, the navy? When I call a play, I'ma score like I'm Brady. The title is mine, if you want it, come take it. I'm ready for more. Tell them I'm ready for more. I'm ready for war. Tell them I'm ready for war.